What's going on, guys? Good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. So let's break these pairs down real quick. So out of the 10 that we usually have, right, we're missing a few. As you can see, I returned some of them off last night. Um, so let's start from the top, right? So CHFJPY. Again, we're still in the same spot that we've been in since last week with a lot of these pairs, right? Some of them are going to be in the middle of the zone, and you'll see how the market is manipulating traders, right? Making them believe that price is going to go one way, but then it'll completely turn around, right? So obviously CHFJPY, let's rewind to the last couple days, right? We know we're in an uptrend. So we had 2 days of counter drop. On the third day, right, it gave us a new low and then turned around and ended on a rise, right? So with that being said, give me 1 second, guys. So with that being said, understanding that we were counter trending down, right? We weren't expecting price to make a new low and go down into our 4-hour zone, right? So just looking at structure, right? We had lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, low, lower high, low again, and then price just shot up. Gave us a higher high to where we're at now, higher low, lower high, lower low, higher high. So right now we understand that we're in the middle of the zone, right? So we know that in the middle of the zone we're not gonna see simple market structure, right? The market is gonna try to make lower lows and lower highs to trap traders into thinking this is gonna go short, and then trap everybody after making a new low and then give us a higher high. So now the NYC traders are looking at this, right? They're like, oh, this is gonna make a higher high and a higher low, right? Because they see this as lower low, lower high, lower low. Oh shit, higher high now, right? So regardless for us, right, the true zones that we're trading in is the 4-hour high and the 4-hour low, right? Regardless, even if we update our 30-minute zones, right, we had this low which broke, which gave us this low and this high. This high broke, which gave us this low, this high. This high broke, gave us this low and this high, right? Until lower low, lower high, right, lower lows. We have a change of character here, which gave us this low and this high. So we know that in the 30-minute zone, we are trading between these two zones here, right? Between this low and this high, right? So, and again, even if we look at it in the 30-minute, we could tell we're in the middle of our 4-hour zone and we're in the middle of our 30-minute zone. So with that being said, CHFJPY, the only way I'm looking for a trade here is either if we go back down to our lows to then go right back up, or once we break above our 4-hour zone. So CHFJPY, I'm going to turn it off for now. EuroCAD, right? EuroCAD, I had this one on for the simple fact that we were looking for price to break above our 4-hour high here, right? And do what we've been looking for the last couple days, right? For price to continue the higher highs and higher lows, and then to break above, give us a clean break of structure above our 4-hour zone to retest and continue the push. As you can see, price has just been testing the highs, trapping traders, making them believe that this is where price is gonna go up, right? And once you enter these positions here at the top, it goes right back down, right? The same could be said about Euro USD, right? But Euro USD, as you can see, I already have it off, right? We could see the same thing about Euro USD all of last week. Remember what we were saying about Euro USD, guys. This is a super simple pair to trade, especially if you know what zones you're in, right? If you know what zones you're in, it's like we could go into details with this, guys, but the number one thing is really understanding your rules, understanding market structure, because I could break this down and it's gonna go in through one ear and out the other. Because if you guys don't see this in the 30-minute zone, you're not gonna see this in a higher time frame, and vice versa. Like the higher time frames are a lot easier to look at, right, visually. If you can't see simple market structure in a higher time frame, you won't be able to see it in the 30-minute. It's just as simple as that. You know what I mean? Um, so it is what it is. But look, simple, right? We're gonna keep this simple in the 30-minute zone. I don't want to confuse you guys. Right? I really don't. Right? What has Euro USD? What has it been doing since the 3rd of January? Right? We've been consolidating. Right? What is consolidation? You know, everybody calls it a different name. People call it consolidation. People call it a range, right? Sideways movement. That's what we're looking at, right? What is sideways movement compared to trending, right? Just look at structure. Look at structure. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. The entire time is just straight up. If you can't see it, right? We'll go back to elementary school of trading. If you can't see market structure by simply looking at how the lines are making higher highs and higher lows, then make a fucking trend line, right? Let's go back to kindergarten Forex 1-on-1. Make a trend line, right? Is market trending? Is it trending or is it going sideways, right? If we want to, you know what I mean? Like, look, compare the two. Compare the market when it's trending, right? Whether you want to see a trending going up or trending going down, compared to when the market is just going sideways, when it's consolidating, right? So let's zoom back in, right? So let's speak about why these trades are similar to the ones of CHFJPY in the sense of just the zones that we're in, right? If you know you're in a zone of consolidation and you know you're at the top of the zone and you know you're looking for price to go up, are you going to enter a trade going up in a higher high? Let's draw it out for you guys, right? In an uptrend, right, you have price making higher highs and higher lows, right? When you're looking for price to go up and you're looking for buys, are you going to enter in a higher in a higher low, right? Or are you going to enter in a higher high? Is the same thing here. Are you going to enter here on Euro USD or are you going to enter here? Right? Are you entering up here or are you entering down here? It's simple as that. Like if you enter going long here, you're going to lose these trades. You're just going to. Right? On top of the fact that you're not looking at market structure. Like price isn't even trending up here. It's just consolidating. It's giving new highs and then going right back down making new lows. It gave you an equal high. It gave you a double top here. It's not even like this was a break and a retest to go up, right? This was a simple double top, right? And then same thing happened here, triple top, right? And the same thing happened here. Did it break these highs to retest to continue? No, it literally tested the highs and then went right back down, right? So now that Euro USD, right? Let's get rid of. Well, we're not gonna get rid of them, but let's put these in the folder. Right? This is why we did this last week, so it could be easier, right? If we have anything we want to go back over, anything that we have drawn in the past, right? We could go back into the folder, turn it on, and explain everything all over again. So, my bad, guys. Let me put this away. So now let's update our 30-minute zones, right? So we have a day of counter drop, right? Friday going into the week, right? It gave us a day of no net, right? And then today, price is going down, but it's all good. Right, we know that at one point we're trading between this high, right? This high, the 30-minute high did break with the wick, so I changed it in from being just the 30-minute low to the structure low. Regardless, both of the zones have been disrespected and price is going down, right? But again, why is price doing this? We understand market structure. Go up to a daily time frame, understanding market maker's pattern. We're at the top of the zone of consolidation, right? We're on the 800 EMA. Now the only thing is this, right? Let's look at structure. We have higher high, higher low, and we were in the higher high, right? We made the higher high and it gave us 2 months of rise. So what could we expect in price? Remember, we still have 2 weeks left of the month. Price, I said this last week, right? And I even drew the low, everything. What could we be expecting on this pair is to give us a higher low. And where would the higher low be? It'll be somewhere wherever the 200 EMA is going to be, right? If let's say 200 EMA, I'll draw a line right here. I'm expecting the low to be hit right here. Right, I'm expecting the higher low to be somewhere here for then price to continue that push to the top side. I also want to add a line here and see how price reacts to this in the 30-minute. Right, and then here in the 30-minute, we have a red, red, green, right? But this green engulfing is not valid, doesn't have a top wick, right? So regardless, Euro USD is in a spot where this could be a turnaround, right? So either way, I wanna see price. We still have a few more pips to this low. 70 pips. That's pretty much a full day. So Euro USD we already know today is not valid. I'm short on Euro USD. All right. Be careful with that trade, man. If you just joined the stream and you just commented that, rewind the stream 5 minutes and just make sure you know what zones you're trading in, especially if you're going short on Euro USD. Especially if ADR and STP have already been hit. Remember, this is a pair that moves 64 pips in a day. We already did 77, so just be aware of the trade that you're in, especially with the zones that we're trading in. So the next pair, right? GJ, pretty much the same as CHF JPY, based on the zones that we're in and how it's looking, as you guys can see, right? So GJ has the same example today as CHF JPY, right? I'm not really interested in looking for a trade here. I would have liked to seen an engulfing candle somewhere down here for us to get a valid engulfing break above and a retest to continue the push to the top side to complete this third week high, right? Understanding that yes, we could have, understanding that we have a third week high that could be made, right? It'll keep this trade simple, right? What I mean by that is if we get a valid entry point, right? If we get a valid trigger entry on GJ to go long, we know we could take it, right? Whether it's in the bottom of the zone or the middle of the zone, right? But if we're going to be trading, again, if we're going to be trading in the middle of the zone, I need to have more than just one confluence. I need to have more than just one reason to enter this trade, right? Because there's a lot of people on this pair right now that are in trades going short. A lot of people going in shorts in this pair, right? So understanding that price, this could be lower low, lower high, lower low, and then this push to the top side could already be that change of character, right? But a valid change of character, I would like to see price break above this candle, regardless, right? Even if we break above here, the fact that we're so close to pretty much the high of the day and the structure high, I really wouldn't bank on this being a simple break retest to continue the push to the top side, right? Because remember, it's still Tuesday. As I say that, we have accelerated green candle, right? So we still have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for price to either go back down into the zone and then push up, or for price to just go up and pretty much do this type of structure. CHF JPY, I also did that a little bit earlier. Just rewind real quick, or I could go over it at the end of the, once I go over all of these real quick. Let me hide this. GJ, we're gonna keep it on. Oh shit, I fucked up, huh? I did not. Give me 1 second. Damn. Not mean to put that there. Yeah, I could go over it after I go over these other ones real quick. Okay. So then GJ will keep it like that. US 30 already did ADR and STP, right? We're still looking at the zones, right? Same example as all the other pairs, right? We're at the top of the zone to the bottom of the zone. Right now we're in the middle, but also just US 30 already gave us the move for the day, right? Already completed STP on the 800 EMA. Could this be where price turns around and gives us another pullback? It could be. Regardless, I'm still waiting. Gold, also another one, right? This is one that moved overnight. I was waiting for a simple, right? Last night's trade was pretty simple, right? I was looking for a clean break below the zone, right? Retest of this candle happened here. If this one obviously was a little bit more of a internal structure entry, right? But either way, it still gave us a valid break and retest off the 50 EMA, right? And it was also, you don't use EMAs, just a simple retest of the zone, right? For them price to continue the push to the bottom side. And again, why did we look for this trade? 3 days of rise. After 3 days of rise, market is either going to give us a no net or is going to drop, right? And the fact that we tested the highs and we started drifting away from it, once we have that simple break below, we already know our price is going to want to go down, right? And that's exactly what happened. So this entry was given at 2 a.m. and I was passed out. I was not awake for that, that's for sure. So if you caught gold, gold was beautiful. And then Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is just consolidating. As we can see, there's no trend. Right now, price bottomed out at the 4-hour low and testing the lows, right? It tested the lows twice, and then now higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, but still within the zone of consolidation. So again, I'm not looking for any trades here until we either get a break above, retest, and continue to push, or break below, retest. That was this is ugly drawing that I have here. Who did this? What the fuck? Hold on, my bad guys. I'm like having a brain fart. Break, retest. Why is there so many things? Oh well. This is truly a bad drawing. But you guys get the gist of it. Alright, so that pretty much leaves us with GJ. So CHF real quick, I got you. So same breakdown as GJ, right? We are in the middle of the 4-hour low and high, which is the blue boxes. 30-minute, right? In the 30-minute zone, we had lower low, lower low, right? Change of character, higher high, to where we're at now, higher low, right? So we know that we're trading between this low and this high. Internal structure, right? It looks a little bit better than GJ, right? Because the internal structure, we want to see price break above this high, right? And why is it better looking than GJ? Because this high would be already the high of the day, right? Compared to GJ, where this high is still not technically the high of the day or the high of the structure. So, you know, understanding the confluence too, like they pretty much move alike. But regardless, I don't really trade looking at correlations, right? The correlations of different pairs. I always just like to trade each pair differently just based on how it's looking with the structure. So with that being said, the fact that CHF the only thing CHF has to do to continue this push at least to this 30-minute zone is to break above, retest, and continue the push, right? Because if we also just look at our left side, right, if we look at yesterday's push, it's just clean traffic to the top side, right? So the fact that there isn't, you know, like a big higher high, higher low that's being made is just simple downtrend structure. We could understand that if we do get a clean break and retest, we're gonna get a nice move to at least a 30-minute high at 30 pips. Should I hold the trade till the high? It really depends, you know, depends what price does now, and depends what price does if it reaches up here, right? Because if price reaches up here and it does the same thing it did here in this 4-hour high where it just rejecting the highs, then you know price isn't going to want to break above and it's going to start the downtrend. But if it breaks above, gives you a retest and continues to push to the top side, then you know that you have clean structure to the top side, right? Again, ADR, you've been in here long enough to understand ADR as well, right? Let's recalculate. Where's my phone? Right. If you guys are still in here and not trading with your ADRs on your charts, you're trading blindly. Because again, if I tell you that the market's only going to move 30 pips and it already did 35 and you're still holding the trade, that's a problem, right? Because then at the end of the day, you look at your portfolio, you're going to be like, oh shit, I lost this trade, it reversed on me. Why? That's the reason why. So ADR is, or STP is 97. So 97 pips is how much the market is going to move today. The average. Again, it's STP. Complete ADR is 146, but the safe take profit is 97. Right, so 97 pips. Again, just look at the correlation. Just think about it. Right, 97 pips is STP. From the low of the day to the first zone or first point of interest where you should take profit is 95 pips. Right? 95 pips. Just think about that. I'm not gonna go into detail about it. You guys could do your own little thing. AUD CAD, let's see. I don't have AUD CAD drawn out, I don't think, but I could go over it. So AUD CAD, higher time frame market makers pattern. We could say It doesn't look good. Definitely doesn't look good. That's why we have a question marks, everything. That's why we don't even have it on in one of the folders. I don't even know what's STP on here. It doesn't even have it on. Or am I bugging? It's 55 pips. Yeah, so that's another reason why I don't trade AUD CAD. It's only 50 pips in this shit. So that's number one. Number two, did we already give STP? Yes. We already did 41 out of like 30 something pips. So we can see we're just downtrending, right? Let's not even look at market makers pattern. Let's look at how are we trending, right? We had lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high. Gave us a change of character, right? But then price went right back down and went to the lows, right? The new lows that were made, it looks like we got a candle closure. It was testing, but it was still a candle closure. So let's say we got a lower low. So we got another change of character. So we're trading between this high and this low, right? Once we made this low, lower high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high to where we're at now on the 800 EMA, and now it looks like price is reaching the low of where the zone is consolidating in a lower time frame, right? Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame, and you'll see how price is just moving sideways, right? So we can see that we're pretty much still trading between this low and the high. So now let's go to the 30-minute. In the 30-minute, again, you can see how price was just consolidating here, created this low, and that's where we're reaching. So AUD CAD, it just really depends, right? If we start breaking below those zones, then we could be looking for price to continue to push to the downside. If it starts rejecting these lows, then we already know that price is going to want to push up. But overall market makers pattern, I can't really tell you, I can't really give you my 100% advice on this because it sucks. This is a shitty pair. This is just looking at how it moves, right? Look how many times, you know, all these, look at the wicks that this pair gives, right? Crazy wicks to the bottom side, rejections to the top side the entire time, crazy wick again to the top side, wicks here, even at the lows, right? But again, this one is just more of we're at the low of the zone. If price breaks below these lows, then we know price is gonna continue to push. But if we start rejecting lows the same way we're rejecting highs, then we know that we just need to look for a reversal candle to take price to go right back up. Real quick, I want to go over the pairs that we usually trade. So AU already made the move. CAD JP, no, not CAD JP, CHF JPY. Already know what we're looking for. Euro CAD, top of the zone. Euro USD, going counter GJ and GU. Then we have US 30, USD CAD. USD CAD is interesting. I haven't updated this one yet. Give me a second. We had 3 days of rise. I'm assuming on MT4, oh yeah, we can see it. There's a gap here. Reset the market. Also coming from the weekend, so it's not rare that we have a continuation, right? Also is understanding why do we have this continuation, right? Let's not forget at one point, right, we were in a zone of consolidation, right? We have 2 months of rise, this month being the 3rd month. Instead of price, well, technically, right, on the 2nd month, it gave us that pullback, right, at the end of the month, and then started the trend to the top side. So I can't even say we didn't get a real pullback, because we did, right? Super simple, right? We knew we were looking for a new high, price bottomed out, broke above our zone, retest, and continued the price, the push to the top side. USD ZAR, same thing, perfect. Oil is still in the zone of consolidation. We did break above the high, so we know that we're still trading between that low and this high. I'm fucking hungry. And then gold again. Already started the push. Alright, guys. So realistically speaking, the only pairs left, yeah, as you can see that we got an accelerated green candle on GJ that's just pushing to the top side, right? And again, it's just taking trades up here at this point really wouldn't be worth it, right? I wouldn't risk GJ being such a big pair, right? Our stop loss would have to be here at 40 pips. We'd be running a 1-to-1 trade. And I don't do that. There's no, the risks involved in doing a 1-to-1 trade just doesn't make sense, right? I wouldn't go for anything less than a 1-to-2 or 2-to-1, whatever you guys call it. I don't know how to do all that. So, but risking 40 pips to only get 40 pips doesn't make sense. Now, if we could risk 10 pips, 15 pips at max on GJ to get 40 pips, alright, cool. You could do that. No problem. CHF, JPY, and GJ should be going to their zones. So, but again, for me personally, no trades on my part. Make sure, obviously I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord as always. I will make sure I put that in the chat so you guys could join. Free Discord. You guys could join. You guys could request one-on-one sessions. All those good stuff. We'll be live again. Remember, we do our class at 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, where we go over the best pairs to trade during NYC. Right, we go over all the pairs that we look at. We break them down, and then we do our 7 or our 11 a.m. class on Sunday, and then our 6 a.m. trading session Monday through Friday. So make sure you guys join the Discord. Again, for me today personally, a day after, obviously a day after a bank holiday is always going to be a 50-50 coin flip, right? It could either be a day where price is just going to reset, right? Things are going to slow down and price is just going to correct itself, or it's one of those days where it's very volatile, right? Where we have the most volume. And again, it makes sense. If we go to the USD pairs, because yesterday was a USD holiday, right? As soon as the market opens, that's when we got the volume, right? So again, for a trader like me, right? A day trader, we trade on brokers, right? At least the broker I'm trading with, the spreads from 5 p.m. when the market opens until 7-ish, right? The spreads are going crazy. So even if I wanted to take a trade here, I wouldn't be able to because of spreads. So again, if we go over the USD pairs, right? So AUD USD made the move during Asia session when the market's open. Euro USD made the moves during market open, right? GU made the move during market open. US 30, right? US 30 made the move as soon as the market opened, right? So it wasn't even like we had a chance. USD CAD, same situation, right? So all the pairs today, we already know they moved as soon as the market's open, right? Gold was another one, beautiful, right? Moved as soon as the market opened. So I'm not worried about today. I'm not worried about yesterday, right? Yesterday was a bank holiday. We know we don't trade that, right? The days after bank holidays, the days after non-farm trading, all of that shit, right? We know that the next day is gonna be a 50-50 coin flip, right? So with that being said, take a step back, right? And we'll let the markets move. We still know that for the most part, some of our pairs are still in their little zone where price is just moving sideways. So regardless, we still have to wait for those breaks, those retests. So we still have a lot of waiting to do. The good thing is that we don't trade at all days. We don't trade at all times of the day, right? We have to wait for NYC. So we got another 24 hours for the market to just chill out, do what it has to do. Let's look at the news as well. Forex factor, right? As you can see, even though we already had, I didn't even know this about today, even though we already did ADR for the day and STP, we still have high impact news at 8:30 in the morning for USD, for CAD, 10 in the morning for GBP, which is very rare. We usually only get GBP news at 2 in the morning, but we have it at 10. So to answer your question about earlier, if you're in trades, make sure you're looking at Forex factor. So I just want to go back. He said, should I hold the trades? CHF JPY doesn't have any news today. Could be affected though because of GBP. Oh, you said you're in shorts on Euro USD. Yeah, so that would be the trade where I would. I mean, there's two things. Again, it depends where your entry is. if you entered after this, right? If you didn't enter in a lower high, or you didn't enter somewhere up here, if you entered somewhere down here, you might be done for. Um, yeah, guys, I'm done for today. I yeah, there's no way. Then we got CNY news at 9. Let's look for the rest of the week. So again, we have 2 a.m. news for GBP, and then tomorrow we have 8:30 news for USD, which is good. And then we're good all day until 9:15 might be good. Medium impact. 7:30 news AUD. Then Thursday we have USD news. And then Friday we have GBP at 2 and then USD at 10. So should be a good final 2 weeks. Wednesday of next week is going to be crazy. Thursday of next week is going to be Thursday is also going to be very weird because we do have high impact news. Bank holiday for AUD. Do we have non-farm trading this month? We should have it on Friday. Federal funds rate 2 p.m. When is this? Wednesday, the last day of the month. Then Friday we should have NFP. What day is this? Thursday. Yeah, non-farm. Cool. So yeah, we should have a good 2 weeks here, guys. So again, no questions. We'll be live again later tonight, and we'll be in the Discord. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Peace out, guys.